Thank you for joining us. What I'd like to go through today is how to leverage Microsoft Teams and Stream to be able to allow someone to see the processes or work that you normally do on a day-to-day basis. And some of the benefits for this are the capability to be able to delegate your work so that you no longer have to do that type of work, or if somebody's going to take over that task from you, it is laid out for them very easily, and it's something that can be very quickly taken over just by watching a video. Now, one of the reasons for this is when we are documenting processes in general on a Word document or some other form of written document, what tends to happen is even though the steps are documented and laid out properly, sometimes there are questions when somebody actually gets down to the task and they start working on it. They find that maybe some of the documented tasks are not as clear as they could be, or there may be some questions as to how something needs to get done, even though it is documented, maybe it's not detailed enough. So a great way to overcome this is to leverage Microsoft Teams and Stream to be able to put together a recording of what those tasks are to go along either with the documented steps or just to replace the documented steps altogether. So let's get to it and let's review what we're referring to and how this would get accomplished. So the first step would be for you to start your Microsoft Teams, and we're using the app within the application on the Windows desktop here. And once you have this opened, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the first calendar and then Meet Now. And when you go to the Meet Now function, what we recommend is naming the meeting something that is going to be very descriptive of what that task is. Now in this case, I'm going to turn off the video because I'm just going to record the desktop, and I definitely want to ensure that my microphone is on. So let's name this Teams with Stream Overview. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on Join Now. That will start a meeting with ourselves here. So as you can see, it's just ourselves. Immediately after doing this, the first thing we want to do is we want to go in and we want to click on the three buttons where you have more actions. And keep in mind, the version that I'm using is a little newer, so your button option, your quick menu options may be down in this area underneath, but if they're not, they would be up here as the software gets updated. So you click More Actions, click on Start Recording, and up here on the left, you'll get an indication with the red circle indicating that the recording has started. There's a basically a disclaimer, privacy policy for anyone that is being recorded to let them know they're being recorded. And it's important if you are inviting people to do this, to see this, and they're going to be recorded, just let them know. In this case, it's just with us, so we'll dismiss. And then immediately after that, what we're going to do is we're going to click on the button here to share the content. So that's the circle with the arrow pointing up. And at the bottom here, we're going to select the screen that we want to share. And that's going to be this screen in general here. Now, what we're going to do is at this point, we will go through our process and bring everything over to this screen if you have multiple screens. So if we happen to open up a Word document and we're doing tasks in that manner, we'll open up Word, go through your process, and I highly recommend at this point, as you're going through the process, audibly talk through what that process is that you're doing, so it gives more description to the different tasks. If you have to go to a website to log in, go ahead and log into the websites that you're working on. If it's for shipping or any other portal, go ahead and do everything in here and until you are complete with your task. When you're complete with your task, what you're going to do is you're going to click back on the Teams icon here. It will bring up the recording screen. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the three buttons again, and you want to stop the recording. At that point, after you stop the recording, you can then stop sharing your desktop. Again, the same button that you used previously, the window with the arrow pointing up, now has a window with the X. So you click there, that now stops the sharing of the screen. And then in this particular case, at that time, you can leave the meeting. Now, once you've completed with that, you can close out all the other applications. What Microsoft will do is they're going to compile all the video documents that you put together. They're going to compile the video and they're going to upload it to Microsoft Stream. Now here we are on the Microsoft Stream portal, and you can get to the Microsoft Stream portal by going to portal.office.com. I just opened up the screen so that I would be here already. Once you get to portal.office.com, you can click on the 9 buttons at the top, which is like the start menu for the portal website, and you can get to Microsoft Stream right from here. If you don't see Stream listed here, and that's because these are the most commonly used services within Office 365, click on All Apps, and then slide down, scroll down until you get to Microsoft Stream, and then that will open up the portal for Stream for you. When you get to the portal, you'll have the option to search for videos by clicking on Discover Videos. You'll see all the most updated videos, and then you could search based on particular criteria, either by relevance, trending, publish date, views, or if you have a keyword. Remember, you named the video specific to a task. You can look for it that way, or you can search for it by name. So you'll have the capability to see the videos, and the next step after the video is compiled and available on Stream, you'll click on the pencil icon here, which will allow you to edit the preferences. And what you want to make sure of is that you set the permissions. So unless you set the permissions, you will be the owner and the only one to be able to see the video. And so what you want to do is you want to ensure that if you want to share this with everyone in the office, you will go in here to permissions, put the checkbox in here to allow everyone in the company to view this video. If you didn't want to do that and you wanted to just add it for a few people, in the search for people, you would type the name of the people within your organization, and when they come up, you would click on them. That would then give them access to view this video. Once you've completed that, you click on Apply. What we're going to do is we're going to also look at channels. And channels is where you can organize all of the different videos within channels. We recommend this possibly based on departments in your organization or other ways that you categorize the different work that you do, where you would like to group the different videos that you're recording. And so each of these channels can be created. There's a high limit for them. And within the channels, you can add the videos that you're recording to those channels to make it easier for users that are going to be able to access the channels. You can also put permissions on the different channels. So if there are things that you didn't want people to see within the organization, within the channels, for instance, if it's HR related or other more sensitive types of channels for videos, you have the capability to set the permissions of who can and cannot see it. And that's it. That's essentially what we're talking about here. We thank you for listening. Please check back on our YouTube channel for some additional videos that are going to come out that will also walk you through other ideas and ways that we feel you can be more productive leveraging Office 365 and other technology tools. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.